I'm not sure what happened or why, but somehow a bunch of trolls have just been like spamming my comment section. And but one person asked where to find my other content at, so I'll leave all the links in the description below this video for all my other content. And just like a fair warning, I'll give you a rundown of what my other content is exactly. I have my transgender channel, which is older footage of me. There are a couple of videos of me nowadays, but most of it's when I was transitioning still. So when I was like I was probably like 19, maybe younger than that when I started making videos. And my voice was completely different because I wasn't on testosterone yet, or like I was documenting going on testosterone and everything. So it's completely different. You know, you might not see in me like how I was then what you like in me now because I've changed. But if you're interested in transgender things, I made whole channel about that experience. And then my other channel is just straight up trauma dumping. It's a lot of daily vlogs, or not every single day, but regular vlogs. And it's trauma dumping about my childhood and everything. But if you're curious as to like, well, why are you living in your car? Why is the situation the way it is? That'll give you some answers as to how I've gotten into this position. But if you're not really mentally prepared for that, you know, it might be a little bit shocking. So, fair warning that that one is a little bit dark and a lot of sensitive topics are talked about. So, those are my two other channels that I have. I used to have another one, but like I got locked out of it or something, and they were all like food videos, and I don't think they were really that great. I don't even know what that channel was anymore, but the two main channels that I have are those two. And then on this channel, somehow the trolls, like I was saying, have like found my content and just like random stuff. Like some of them are just like weird. Like this boomer was like, how do I get people, or how do I get YouTube to stop recommending me people's content that's less than 500 followers? Does anybody know? Can anybody help me with this? And I'm like, oh my God, that's such a boomer thing to do. Like, whatever. Anyways, and then some other comments were just like straight up transphobic. Some people are like really attacking me on the Aldi video and saying like just the weirdest stuff. You know, I mean, some people are like in agreement and they're like, oh yeah, the world's chaos right now. And then some people are like, oh well, if you can't handle if you can't, he's like, if you can't handle the world, then don't look at it or something like that. I'm like, that's like what? Um. Anyways, and then another random comment was somebody was like, I wouldn't trust you to walk my dog. And I'm like, well, why? But I kind of wonder if it's just discrimination just because I'm thin and they think, oh, well, you must not be strong enough or something. And it's like, if your dog pulls enough that you're looking at somebody like, you don't look like you could, you know, withstand a lot of weight or something, then you wouldn't be able to walk my dog. It's like, okay, then you're a shitty dog owner because you should be teaching your dog to not pull like that. Also, even though I'm not necessarily like super strong or whatever, I can handle big dogs. Like that's kind of what I'm good at, is handling big dogs. I can handle little dogs too, that's fine. But I can handle big dogs. And so I don't know if that's why, or maybe it's discrimination because I'm homeless. Maybe it's discrimination for the trans thing. Maybe it's just a random trolley comment, you know, just to say something that might upset somebody. So now that I'm encountering the trolls, I've been kind of thinking to myself, how am I going to deal with them? Am I going to ignore them and let them do their thing, or am I going to start blocking people, or am I like, what am I going to do? And I feel like with this channel, I'm just gonna let the interaction happen. I'm just gonna let them comment or whatever. If you guys are seeing people being mean to me in the comment section, you don't have to come to my rescue and say anything to that person. I don't want anybody to be targeted or anything bad happening because they're trying to stand up for me. But I am gonna leave those comments up. I'm probably not really gonna engage with them too much. I might every now and then just for the engagement, but um, I'll probably just ignore them for the most part. But yeah, other than that, like that's really all I had to say. Keep it short and sweet.